We're back. This is Post Game on the Pitch. I'm Oz Vida Maraire. To my left is Stephen Agan of Radio Cascadia. To my immediate right is Nico Moreno of Sounder at Heart. To my other right is John Marshall of MLS Great Britain.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen, let's just get right to it. Last week, the Sounders play pretty well and they lose 1-0. They come back home, one-man advantage, and they 0-0 tied. Stephen, what did we talk about the statistics? 34 crosses, one shot on goal. What's your takeaway here?
Not enough energy for the Seattle Sounders today. They played great last week at LAFC, even if they didn't take the result. But in that match, they were able to match the hosts for energy in their first game at their new stadium. They were able to create chances, and they were able to carry the game. The big disappointment for me is that they weren't able to build on that performance today. Came out totally flat against Columbus and couldn't break the crew down despite playing up a man almost the entire match.
John, you talked with Gustav Svensson, right, at practice, and I think, quote, he was saying that the first 10, 12 minutes, we're going to take it to them, and that was the goal. What happened?
Well, they played a decent energy to start the game, not enough, and they were lucky to get the red card early on. Alex Roldan gets a high boot. I forget who the player was.
It was Pedro Santos who catches
Pedro.
Alex Roldan up in the chest.
Yeah, gets a red card after video review. Sounders are up from 15 minutes on, up 10 men to 11. And from there, they almost seemed to lose some of that energy. They didn't have the same, definitely not the same energy they had in LA. They definitely almost seemed like it was going to be, well, hey, we're up a man, we can do this now. We got this game in hand, whereas Columbus really sat deep, really bunkered in, made it really difficult to break through their defense, playing with at times 8 guys or so in the 18-yard box, making it really difficult to get shots on target.
Nico, no Nicolas Lodeiro would have made a difference, and what is going on with him? There seems to be some cloud. Can you bring some light to that? What's going on there?
Well, I definitely think the team needs Nicolas Lodeiro, especially when he's coming from wide angles, because he's a player who does make runs inside. He becomes a referent in area. He helps out Will Bruin when he's up there. I feel like the team was flat overall, and I'll get to that in a second. When it comes to Nicolas Lodeiro, I feel like he is in a bit of a slump. He emotionally, between his wanting to be in the Uruguay national team, which honestly is 50-50. There's a possibility that he won't be there, and the fact that this is his last chance to be in his national team at a World Cup, I think is really getting a hold of him. But I know him as a player, as a person. I know he wants to be here. The foot injury has been ongoing, and we didn't see him practice Thursday or Friday, so there was some indicatives that he was not going to play today. So do I think that the player did not want to be here? Absolutely not. I do think that he physically was unable to be here, and the team certainly missed him. As regards to the game in general, I feel like we were too flat, we were predictable, constantly going off the edges and trying to make crosses that were not working, and you saw it happen again and again. There's no ability from a player to take on a defender that breaks down their defense, that allows defenders to have to take extra steps forward and in open spaces. So that's what has been going on with the Seattle Sounders, and this is not the first time we've had problems with the team who bunkers down.
Stephen, is this systemic? Is there something wrong with the Seattle Sounders once they get over the half court?
I think that there is. I don't think that Nico Lodeiro would have gotten them over the hump today. I don't think that he was the difference between winning this match and not. And it means that the problem for the Sounders' attack is more complicated than finding a way to get a healthy Dempsey and a healthy Lodeiro out there at the same time. This was kind of a broken performance. It just didn't look right. There weren't any line breakers for the Sounders. And if you listen to what Will Bruin had to say post-game, I think it was telling. He mentions that they have all of the players, all of the pieces to break lines, to be creative, to create chances, but they all want to play the simple pass. None of them want to make the mistake. None of them want to play the incisive ball, the pass that makes the goal. They're all afraid to make the mistake. Sounders are going to have to get past that, whether it's with Lodeiro, Dempsey, or other players, if they're going to score goals.
All right, rapid fire. Let me know if you think it's either A or B. John, is it tactical, the players, or is it coaching?
I think at this point it's a combination of tactics and coaching. I think it's the players not executing, but I think also tactically there didn't seem to be much creation other than get the ball wide and cross the ball in.
Nico, are the players in the right place? Is it tactical? Is it coaching?
I think it's the players. I think it's the players' performance in the pitch. I think it's their ability to create, to be aggressive with it. I put it on the players.
All right. Well, Stephen, tactical players, coach.
I think these guys are right. It has to do with the players. I want to see if they're all bought in over the next few weeks. And that being said, I don't think they've made the most of the tactical scheme so far. I think it's some of everything.
And it's going to be a tough week. So they've got Toronto on Wednesday, and then they've got the Portland Timbers on Saturday.
Yes.
On Sunday, May 13th, we will be all on the road, right? We'll be there in Portland. So that is it for Post Game on the Pitch. John Marshall for MLS Great Britain, thank you. Nick Moreno for Radio Cascadia, and Sounder at Heart.
That's right.
And Stephen Egan, Radio Cascadia.
You can check out episode 151 this Friday with our full preview of Seattle and Portland. If you're looking for derby coverage, you've got it on Radio Cascadia.
And I'm Osvita Mariera. Speaking of CascadiaSports.net is the site. Gentlemen, well done. Let's hope the Sounders can pick this up.